Thank you so much for joining us here at the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus. I am Maria Moreau here with you for your top of the hour installment of Catch Up Quick. This is a small series we like to do where we catch you up on the latest stories making headlines in and around the metro community. And I want to start with this one that has just been devastating to report to you. A Georgia State Patrol trooper, community members saying their final goodbyes to Trooper Jimmy Seneskar, whose funeral was today. If you were with us on Atlanta News First Plus earlier this morning, we took you out to those remarks. That procession, just a beautiful ceremony that took place earlier today as law enforcement, family members, communities, friends, loved ones paid their respects to a dedicated member of law enforcement who protected the community, protected Georgia with his life. Again, Jimmy Seneskar was a member of Georgia State Patrol. Our Atlanta News First reporter, Rebecca Schramm, was actually at the church where the funeral got underway just about 2 hours ago. Here is that story.
Is scheduled for this evening here at Crowell Brothers Funeral Home. The trooper's death hit the community hard here in Gwinnett County and beyond. Trooper Jimmy Seneskar was killed January 28th when he wrecked his patrol car, hitting an embankment on I-85 near the Lawrenceville-Swanee Road exit. He had been trying to stop someone on a fleeing motorcycle. Late last week, authorities arrested Garrison Rodriguez. He is charged with felony murder, first-degree homicide, felony fleeing, and attempting to elude, among other charges. We spoke with the trooper's cousin. They were roommates when Seneskar worked for the Atlanta Police Department. He says they both migrated to the U.S. from Haiti.
He just engaged with his girlfriend, so I don't know how to express that, but it's very, very, very sad. Yeah, it's a big loss.
The visitation for Trooper Jimmy Seneskar is from 4 to 9 p.m. here at the Crowell Brothers Funeral Home in Peachtree Corners, and the funeral itself.
And I did just want to make a small correction for you. The visitation did take place yesterday, a funeral happening at 11 a.m. today, but this was just a powerful moment for loved ones and the community to gather together and honor someone who acted selflessly throughout their life in protection of others. If you wanted to follow that funeral, we have that available for you on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com, as well as some of the reactions, including a statement from Governor Brian Kemp, who spoke out on the tragic loss of a great public serviceman. All right, taking you out to Brookhaven here, where a fire broke out and ripped through multiple homes in the DeKalb County community. Flames and smokes seen from miles and miles away, as you can see in this picture here. And our very own Atlanta News First, Dawn Shipman, actually got to speak to the homeowner of that damaged home where the fire broke out. She is crediting a Ring doorbell app that managed to alert her of the blaze while she was away from her house.
Well, the fire is out, but you can still smell the smoke in the air. And I want you to take a look. You can see what's left, just a shell of a building right there. Now the work of trying to figure out how this fire started, it's a mystery because no one was home. Flames shooting into the air, surrounded by thick black smoke.
I heard helicopters when I was still asleep. To come downstairs and smell smoke outside your house is really scary.
Firefighters dispatched to this Brookhaven luxury home community along Arbor Trace, just off of Lenox Park Boulevard. The owner of one of the homes destroyed wasn't home, but managed to call 911. She didn't want to go on camera, but told me that her Ring doorbell app alerted her to the fire.
The first thing guys did when they got here, life safety is top priority. So very first task was to go and make sure we evacuated all the houses on either side, make sure everybody was out.
Fighting this fire was a challenge. The assistant chief for DeKalb Fire and Rescue pointed out how close the homes are in this area, with the worst case scenario playing out. Other homes catching fire.
Inside, the space is so compacted. I don't know when you guys arrived if you saw, we have units parked on the street here. We just didn't want everybody bottlenecking on the inside. So it's very limited space-wise.
In all, 3 homes caught fire. The first one destroyed, 2 others badly damaged. Fire officials say everyone managed to escape. No one, including the dozens of firefighters who responded, were hurt.
To see the proximity of where, all these apartment homes and townhomes are very, packed in around this area, very scary.
I also checked with the American Red Cross to see if they're helping the victims. They tell us that no one requested any help. They're on standby. In Brookhaven, Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.
And I want to take you out to this story out of Jackson County, a multi-law enforcement operation that led to the arrest of nearly 24 people on Wednesday. What's known as a warrant sweep really is what this was, and it not only led to the arrest of the 19 people, but also the seizure of 500 grams of narcotics, much of which was methamphetamine. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office said that they executed this warrant sweep earlier on Wednesday, and it led to 19 arrests, including charges of trafficking drugs, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, possession of meth, aggravated assault, terroristic threats, theft, and violation of the sex offender registry. A list of the arrested suspects was provided to us by the Sheriff's Office. You can find that full list on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com, and in the free Atlanta News First app. And a bill that has gotten a lot of people talking, Senate Bill 63, which would increase the number of offenses that require a cash bail to get released from jail while awaiting trial, is facing some criticism despite passing from both the House and the Senate. Now, if this bill becomes law, that would add 30 new offenses that would require cash bail for release, including 18 that are often misdemeanors. Governor Kemp has not said if he'll sign this into law, but if he does, the American Civil Liberties Union of Georgia says they plan to sue. The group is arguing that the bill violates a person's constitutional right to due process and equal protections. Of course, we are covering this top to bottom on atlantanewsfirst.com. You can read more about Senate Bill 63 and all of the developments to come out of this on this new legislation in the Atlanta News First app. All right, it is the topic that everyone is talking about, and I will not take that away from the fans who are tuning in this weekend to Super Bowl 58, just 2 days away now. The excitement already building up here in Atlanta, already building up in Kansas City, San Francisco, and Las Vegas, no doubt. And might I just say, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, you're taking a live look right now, is looking beautiful ahead of Sunday's big game. But before fans pour into the stadium, we are taking you through the preparations that make something like this happen. Make sure you tune in to our Super Bowl 58 special coverage from Atlanta News First and teams across the country. You can catch that live on Local News Live, which will be available for you on Roku TV, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Tune in at 9 o'clock tonight, 6:30 p.m. Saturday, and 5 o'clock on Sunday. And of course, the Super Bowl, headlined by Atlanta's very own Usher, will air live on Atlanta News First. Kickoff is set for 6:30 p.m. This is not something you are going to want to miss. At the very least, make sure you tune into that halftime show. Support Usher. He is right here from Atlanta, so we want to make sure we show him all the love that we can right here in the A and throughout the Southeast. Thank you for joining me here at the First Alert Desk for your top of the hour headlines. Going to get you back to your regularly scheduled programming. If you're watching on YouTube Live, make sure you hit that push notification bell and subscribe so you can catch all our streams right here when they happen. All right, guys, taking you back out, one last look at Allegiant Stadium ahead of Sunday's Super Bowl 58. Have a great day.